Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Echoes of Mana video, and today I'm going to do a little bit different kind of video where I discuss a couple characters in the game based on the community, I don't want to use the word outrage about these characters, but the community heated discussion and flip-flop on the popularity of certain units in this game, and I want to address tier lists in this game too. Now before I make the game bigger, well I still got my full body on the screen, I want to make one thing crystal clear. Any tier list video that you see, mine included, is conjecture at this point. We are looking at the units, we're trying to process what these skills are, looking at their stats, and making a projection about how these units will work in the in-game and in a meta that still has not developed yet, by the way. So take every tier list with a grain of salt, and I'm saying that as somebody who's released a tier list for this game, that includes mine. Now, in my tier list, I rated Angela middling, right? I thought she was okay, but I haven't been overly impressed with mages in this game in general yet. And I think she'll probably get outscaled, but I think she's a good unit. I think she's a really good unit with a very high ceiling. The thing with Angela is, she is a manual goddess and an AI dumpster fire. If you let the AI run Angela, she goes, I'm Gandalf the Grey, but I'm brain damaged and I beat people with my stick instead of casting magic. Terrible. She just gets killed by trash mobs, bosses annihilate her, it's no good. But this stat pool is amazing. 910 int is crazy good. She has, the low defensive stats, but Spirit 675. If the mob is a magic-based mob, she's actually not terrible at taking that damage. Now, let's compare her to a unit like Popoy here. Now, Popoy has less int, right? 857 in the green, but the AI for Popoy is so easy, right? A boomerang user, so sits back, tosses around boomerang from range, and then casts the spell, casts the skill Exploder from range. Very safe. The AI will not get Popoy killed in most situations, and that has led people to say, Angela's trash, Popoy is a way better unit than Angela. And look, if you want to have a unit in your group that you never touch, if you never want to manually play the game, you should probably never touch Angela. I agree. But Angela has a higher ceiling than Popoy does. She does. Her stats are better, and if you look at her skills, double slash scales off of magic. Both of these units' highest stat is int. Popoy's special technique is a physical damage move. It's not as good. It's not going to do as much damage as Angela's move, I think. Now, sure, there's situations where maybe you could defense debuff the mob, and then in that case, Popoy would be better. But now we're not talking about the, we're not comparing the units anymore. Anyway, let's just continue. So I think this is better. Ice Smash, this is another magic move, and then they both can buff their own intelligence with their second skill. So, then if we go to support skills, by the way, Popoy's skill is a heal when they cast the special technique. It's a 25% heal. That's okay, right? But it's a self-heal only, and it's actually bugged right now. So I'm not even taking points away from Popoy, the skill's bugged. I actually think I ranked Popoy too low on my tier list. I would buff them up to maybe one tier higher, but I think very low ceiling on this unit. I think we'll be outscaled very soon, and I'm going to stick to that opinion until I'm proven wrong. Now, Angela, I think, still has a very high ceiling, and in fact, in my harder content, I've just been manually playing her. What she's really good at is taking advantage of the enemy stupid AI, who likes to target the player character. So you can put her in slot 1 in your group, run around in a circle, kind of herd the mobs up, and then drop an ice spell on them. In fact, she has access to 3 AoE attacks. She's got her special technique, she's got her ice skill, and then she can also do the summon, the thing you have to be playing manual to do that calls out the little, water spirit, or ice spirit in her case. She has access to 3 different AoE moves, one of which she can cast over and over again with Ice Smash. They do a lot of damage. This one-shots most mobs in the game. And she regenerates mana by auto-attacking. Obviously, you have to get close to the mob to auto-attack with your staff, but if you're manually fighting a boss, you can just learn the boss's attack pattern, and when he's channeling a spell forward, get behind him and just get yourself some mana back. Great way to use this character, a manual goddess. And in fact, I was watching a Dividad stream. He's a streamer who plays this game. He has cleared Tower already. The dude's account level's 23. Guess what character he mains? Angela. He also plays on manual a lot. Now, I use a controller, right? I play this game on emulator. I've got an Xbox controller set up to play. Super smooth experience, and I've really loved playing as Angela. My two AI counterparts in that case, I have is Duran and Reese, who just run at mobs and beat them to death. So yes, the AI is very good at running at mobs and hitting them with weapons. That's why I think a lot of people are rating units like Duran. Like, Reese is a little bit more in-depth than that, but these bruiser type units, they're rating them very high because they're basing their ratings on the, like, small brain AI who's like, see mob, hit mob. Yeah, a bruiser is going to be better at that. It's like Garen players in League of Legends. You just spin to win. That's essentially the AI in this game. They're just like, don't step into my bush. I'll start spinning on you or something. So that's my little breakdown there. I still think Angela's good. In fact, I think I might have had Angela rated a little bit too low. However, I think as we develop as content creators, as the meta develops, we're going to need to be very distinctive when we're rating characters to give you guys a better feel for the rating. We need to be clear. Is this a manually good unit or is it an auto good unit? And it might be necessary to make like different tier lists in that situation if tier lists are going to be a useful thing in this game. Okay, this is like a 6-minute video at this point. How about we do some polling? I actually want to hit pity in the game, right? Because I'm working on Reese and I'm at 170 trade points. I haven't bought anything more yet besides what I bought in my first poll video, but I have enough gems to do some harvests and I would like to get a couple more Reese dupes. I'm going to get at least one unless I get super lucky in these polls because right now, the pool is not diluted. So I think if you are working on Reese or Duran, this is a really good banner to pull on because you have a pretty dang good chance of pulling them, especially if you hit a rainbow. Now, that's not looking rainbowish, but we did get a rainbow for sure because we're getting... No, I thought we were getting the upgrade animation right there. That's my... Oh, we are. Okay. I thought so. What do we get? B Reese. Ooh, it's a new card. This is fantastic. I don't know if this card is... It's good. It's a 4-star card, so I don't know if it's a... I don't know what exactly it does, but hey, one good pull down. So I'm going to do 2 more pulls. I'm going to hit pity. So that was 1. I'm going to do 3 total. This will be number 2. That way I guarantee myself another dupe of Reese with the pity coin. So I will show you guys the pity system here, at least if you haven't seen that yet. Ooh, another not guaranteed rainbow pull. Let's see if we can hit an upgrade. We did not. So just a bunch of fodder right there. No big deal. Trade points at 190. 200 is the mark we're going for. Okay, here we go. Give me that Reese dupe. Give me that Reese dupe and then I'll trade for another one. Let's go. Skip. God, these pulls were kind of bad. Unless we get another upgrade here. These 3 pulls were not great. Confirmed not great. So, not my luckiest pulls ever. But let's go do a trade. Let's do the trade points. I've never done this before. So, trader. The trader is acknowledging that I can get myself a Reese dupe. Here we go. Get my dupe. Boy, I'd like to click this plus mark a few times, but I'm not that big of a whale. So, make this trade. Yes, I would like to make that trade. Okay, now I can use that to continue to power up my Reese, who is my main girl on this account right now. And there we go, guys. I hope this was informative. I hope this was a good video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.